Hello, this is David with entry number 469, maybe 68. Here back in the hotel after a pretty long day, to be honest. So things are going well. I am currently just kind of trying to chill. Um, Typically on these talk events, they have us running around for the entire day, so you don't get a lot of rest. But this one's been pretty fair in terms of the amount of free time they've given us. But it's always a bit of a struggle on these to kind of negotiate the amount of time that they want to commit to actually doing stuff, and the amount of things that they kind of know in their heart of hearts that we actually want to do. So it's a bit of a struggle for them, I suppose. And there's also the added difficulty of the fact that there's a lot of people from the Seoul Talk office, which is kind of like their headquarters. There's a lot of people from there here helping out, so it is a bit of a struggle. One thing that I've really found to be to be true in Korea, and I guess in Japan and China to some extent as well, or to a large extent, I suppose, is that people of well, I should say not say people. I'll kind of digress even further. It would seem to me that women, especially in the modern Asian work force, really um, seem to have a struggle or a difficulty rising above the amount of stereotypes that go on. And one thing that kind of alleviates or maybe equalizes um, their kind of competition, or um, eases the ladder climb, is their attractiveness level. And um, it really seems that well, maybe not always, but obviously, but it seems that if you're more attractive, it's much easier to get promoted faster. Whereas you don't see as many normal, average looking women in positions of authority. Um, Now, I know that's obviously not always the case, but it is a strange thing, especially in the business world. That's a bit more cutthroat, a bit more competitive, so to speak. And one thing I've noticed, while all the women that come from the Soul Talk office are not necessarily, Victoria's Secret models, they are all a cut above, I think, the average Korean woman, I guess, in attractiveness levels. So that's one thing that I've kind of noticed and found a little interesting. It's currently about 4:55 here in Korea, and at 5:15 I'm going to have to go down and do a practice rehearsal, because I guess they're going to make a big deal out of us, the few of us who won awards for the last this year's and last year's uh, video contest and written contest for the talk program. So we're gonna have to do a dress rehearsal or something, which I'm not really looking forward to, considering we have to be there about half an hour before everyone else. It's fine, but I'd much rather just chill like everyone else than have to go to do this dress rehearsal. The other thing that I've done today that was pretty fun was go check out the Shinsegae across the street. Like I've said before in a couple of videos, Shinsegae is a very large Korean department store chain, and here in Busan, they have supposedly the world's largest department store. I really don't feel like that's true, because I felt like the ones in Singapore were a bit bigger, but it is very, very massive. They have an IMAX theater, they have an ice rink, they have a Shinsegae, and then they have all these other really high end shops. And it's actually laid out like every department store in Korea, where like one level is for outdoor wear, one level is for like domestic Korean brands, one is for foreign Korean brands, and one is like the high end Italian, French shit that like only the elite can afford. Um, and so yeah, but it was really interesting going in, and when you go into these Shinsegaes and these kind of places, you almost always find the level of the average worker there is like could be a model in the U.S. pretty easily, but unfortunately, the level of people here that get plastic surgery means that there's just a very high level of people to kind of fill a lot of niches, and so it's just an interesting thing. I don't know. It's just an observation. But overall, it's been a good trip so far. We're gonna wind down tomorrow, and I'm gonna start the 5.5, 6 hour bus ride back to Gangneung. So that should be good. It's been really nice catching up with some long lost friends, and gonna be good to head back as well. So anyway, that's about it for today. I'll speak with you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.